Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Brakathum to the hopeful elect. Shalom. As you can see, the headline, lockdowns, protests causing big spike in child trafficking. This is from an article from the Federalist. And as it says, a couple weeks ago, Utah authorities arrested a 43-year-old man named Danny Stephen Hardman in Salt Lake City, not from where I live with my wife and children. The charge, 4 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor. Authorities allege Hardman was grooming 2 6-year-old girls via Facebook and through playing online video games with them. He managed to convince the children to send him sexually explicit images of themselves. Child exploitation and trafficking ranks amongst the fastest growing criminal enterprises in the world, with the United States leading the way in consumption of child exploitation material. And us as the prophets, we get called the bad guys for exposing things like this. We get called, the bad guys for saying America must be destroyed. But if any man with any logical sense would say, the leading consumer of child exploitation material should definitely be destroyed, because that should not be accepted in this world, man. There is no way that should be accepted in this world, man. Taking pictures of children, trafficking children for sexual purposes, man. That's something that is devilish and evil. It says, but during the COVID-19 pandemic, crimes such as those allegedly committed by Hardman have risen to levels I have never seen before. During my almost 2 decades in working these criminal cases as a special agent, undercover operator, and CEO of 2 different anti-trafficking organizations, man. So the child trafficking, the child exploitation is at an all-time high, man. And it's going to explain why further. It says, why is pedophilia flourishing during a global pandemic? Societal support structures that keep children safe, schools, sports programs, music lessons, etc., have vanished, shut down per government directives. Taking such life-protecting measures has left many of our children sitting idle at home with computer screens and smartphones in front of their faces. And you have pedophiles who take advantage of that, man. Pedophiles who, as it says, they are off work. Pedophiles, they jobless. As it says, well, moms and dads otherwise preoccupied fighting for their jobs and procuring food and supplies for their families, these children are left to surf the internet, often without any proper supervision. Pedophiles, often jobless, are also stuck at home with computers, man. So, this is a recipe for disaster. But these are things that Esau Edom has taken into account, man. These are the things that he wants to promote. But the pedophilia is ridiculous. I wanted to get this precept. Let me get it here. It's like this fucking dog tripping. Ecclesiastes 10. Right. A wise judge will instruct his people, and a government of the prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. So if the person that runs America Babylon is a pedophile, is a perverse person, that's what kind of people that are in this country, man, are in this society. Perverse and pedophiles, man. Read that again. Sirach or Ecclesiastes 10:2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. That's why the United States is the #1 consumer of child exploitation material, man. But going back, when moms and dads otherwise preoccupied fighting for their jobs and producing food and supplies for their families, these children are left to surf the internet, often without proper supervision. Pedophiles, often jobless, are also stuck at home with computers. Law enforcement has reported that during the government shutdowns, as they have monitored chatter on the deepest reaches of the internet, Child predators like Danny Harmon are openly admitting to one another that pandemic time is harvest time. They confess to one another they are living a pedophile's dream. And this things like this are well calculated, man. Esau knows what he's doing with this whole lockdown, man, because the wickedness is getting exceedingly greater. Even when you have a so-called lockdown. Give me 1 second. Okay, Salakia, my fucking dog is tripping. But I had did a word search on the word perverse, because that is really, you know, a theme in America, man. Let's get the definition. Right, perverse. It says showing a deliberate or obstinate desire to behave in a way that is unreasonable or unacceptable, often in spite of the consequences. Right, and being a pedophile, being a child exploitationist, as you could say, that is unreasonable and unacceptable, man. But going back, Psalms 12:8, it says, a man shall be condemned according to his wisdom, but he that is of a perverse heart shall be despised. Right, and Esau, his whole being is perverse, man. That's why these nations are going to hate him. That's why they're going to have to be destroyed. You know, with all this information coming out, man, the people, you know, international countries are seeing this and realizing, you know what, man, these people are not right, man. Once again, as it said in that article, man, the United States is the #1 consumer of child exploitation material, man. Let that be known, man. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 2, it says, he that walketh in his uprightness feareth the Lord, but he that is perverse in his ways despiseth him. And, right, Esau hates the Most High. He does everything contrary to life, everything contrary to what the Most High has set up, man. You know? Yeah, Isaiah 19:14, the Lord had mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggered in his vomit. Right, that's why America is failing, man. America is on his last hurrah, man. That's why they brought the lockdown, man. Because there's no more benefit for these wicked elites out of America, man. So you know what? It's time for a liquidation sale. It's time for the shutdown, man. But eventually the Lord is gonna put the dagger in his place, you know. Lord willing, this video was edifying. You know, I just wanted to bring that information out. All praises, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Kradash. Double honors to the apostles, double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Brakatham to the hopeful elect. Shalom.